Hi you all. Hi, so my name is Marietta and I'm a Python core developer. Today I want to show how I review documentation issues and pull requests in CPython and in the Python developers guide. So there are three tickets that I'm looking after right now and I wanted to share just how I'm tackling this and my thought process as I review them. Just because I'm a maintainer, it doesn't really mean I have all the answers or I know how to fix things. So a lot of time it's a little bit of investigation on my part, so I just want to share the process of it. So let's get started. Um, and by the way, if you have any questions, feel free to just leave a comment in YouTube. I will try to go through them and I'll review any comments that you post before public publishing them. Um, okay, I'll get started. Um, Actually, the first one I wanted to look at is a pull request in CPython that's awaiting my review, and I want to get through this first because it has the stale label, and I wanna get it fixed. I wanna get it done. So this is a documentation PR changing a URL in somewhere in the race exception. Um, Looks like the link to race exception from X target in the section was pointing to the wrong place. It sounds like the link in the documentation is pointing to the wrong place and this person fixed it. So when looking at this, it looks like very simple change, and yeah, it's just fixing the URL to a different target. Okay, there's even okay, so there are in two files. So what I normally do is I would try to see what it looks like in the current documentation, and I will try to to pull this PR locally, render the documentation, and see how it changed. So first, let's go to the current documentation of this page. So this is in the library exceptions RST. So docs python.org library. I'll make this bigger. Exceptions. So I think this is the render page of this file, and this is in the line 45. So I thought I'm just going to find where that happens. Okay, so the keyword from the link to it was changed. Here it shows that it is linked to the form. I think it's the form in the import statement, and which might not be the right one. So he's changing it to from race. I don't know where that points to, so I think the easiest way is let's try it. So I'm going to try to pull the PR. GitHub contributions. I think I don't have CPython locally, so I'm going to now clone it and fetch the pull request, and I'm going to use GitHub CLI. So GitHub repo clone python CPython will take a while. CPython is huge. Okay. Whoops. My phone's beeping. Almost there. Okay, so go to CPython, and I think that the GitHub CLI command for checking out a PR is, let's see, I need to get the PR number. GitHub PR, I think, pull. Let's use the help. Okay, GitHub PR checkout and the number. Okay. Okay, I got it. And let's do this. So now we want to build the documentation, and the steps to build the documentation is written in the DevGuide, but since I'm experienced, I know what to do. I would go to the docs. Is it the doc? Yeah. To the doc directory and just do make HTML. Oh, I need to do run make venv. Make venv. Let's see how long this takes. Shouldn't take too long. Okay, it's done. Now I can do make HTML. So this will take a while. While this is happening, I'm going to open up the repository. So I have my IDE right here. Going to open the CPython repository. It's big, and so the documentation is there. Once the documentation build is done, I will be able to see the result. Like I should see the output documentation in the HTML folder. So I'm going to wait 60. We're almost done. Wait, what's this? Not right now. It's taking a while because CPython repo is just huge. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's not done yet. There's another progress. So now we're rendering the data thing. We're rendering the HTML files. Yeah, I can see that things are starting to be built. Like this was empty just now. And this is taking a long time just because I just freshly cloned the repo. If you already have the CPython repository cloned before, if you have built the documentation before, it will be much faster because Sphinx knows what are changed from the last build. Almost done. Okay. Oh, okay, yes. So now it says build succeeded. Pages are in the build HTML. So now I could go to build HTML and there's a lot of files. What I needed is the index HTML file, and I would just go and open it in a browser. Let's look at the browser. I'll make this bigger, so we'll go to the library reference. Actually, I'll just follow this path. So library exceptions. Okay, so where were we? I wanted to look at that sentence, and where does this take us? So okay, yes, this is a different section than what was pointed in the current Python documentation, where it's pointing to the import statement. With this new change, it's going to the raise statement that has more information about from in the context of exception. So I think this is the good change. This is the right place where it should be. So it all looks, I think if I try to click the other links, they are going to look correct. So I think it looks good. Let's approve it. Thank you. Since it's been approved, it's ready to merge. And what I do here is simply apply the auto merge, because okay, maybe I should explain why I use the auto merge. The thing is, in CPython we have to do a squash merge, and sometimes a PR would contain multiple commits, and we just want to do just one commit. If I were to merge this manually, I would click squash and merge, and then we actually have to change this this number from the pound sign to GH something. If I don't do that, a bot will yell at me and say, hey Marietta, please change the commit message next time currently. And I'm too lazy to do that. So I'm just, instead of clicking several buttons and typing stuff out, I'm gonna do auto merge. And I hope the bot works. Yes, it works because it is now merged, and I didn't have to bother typing those, like changing the title, because Miss Islington, the bot, took care of it. So if you can see here, if you look at the commit made by Miss Islington, the issue number is changed correctly. So I let the bot do this, and okay, it looks like there's a problem. Let me see. Looks like we could not backport to 3.8. That's okay. What I do is, but the 3.9 was fixed correctly, so I would just go ahead and approve this. I'm gonna make sure it looks like the same thing. Okay, if I approve this, that's it. Once I approve Miss Islington's PR, it will automatically be merged later once all of these are passing. So I'm leaving this to Miss Islington for now, and I will say, since I will let the contributor try to do it himself. Thanks London Wood for the PR. Would you be able to create the backport PR to the 3.8 branch. Actually, does this even exist in 3.8? So that might be an issue. I think that's interesting. We're looking at the 3.9 branch. Can I look at 3.8? Let's see. Yeah, it's the same problem is in the 3.8, so maybe there's other issues with backport. So I'll let the contributor do it. Where was my command? I'll let them do it because I wanna review other things, but it's done for me now. I'll comment on the issue as well. Thanks for the PR. There is, I'll make this bigger. There is conflict with applying it to the 3.8 branch. If you can get to it, it would be great. Thanks. I would change this to backport needed and submit changes. Okay, that's done. That's the first thing I wanted to tackle. The next one is this. This morning we got somebody reported an issue with the documentation in the docs.python.org mailing list. They're saying that in the typing library documentation, they're saying that typing no return says both new in version 3.5.4 and 3.6.2. Like, how can it be new in both versions? Doesn't make sense. And right, I think he's right. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at that documentation. And he is saying that typing no return. Typing no return, yes, indeed, it says new in version 3.5.4 and 3.6.2. So that might be an error, and I don't know when this was added. And how do I find out? So I think I would look at the code base. I would look at Git history and see who changed that line. So one of the thing is you can, in any of the Python documentation, you can click on the left, there is a show source. You can click on that and it will take you directly to that GitHub repo with that file. And I want to see, we can click the blame to annotate it. And let's see that part, typing no return. Document typing no return. Oh, let's take a look at that first. Document typing no return. Okay, here it says that it's actually added in 3.6.5, so there was an error somehow. Let's look at where that specific line was added. No, it's not there. Oh, I should be looking at, what should I be looking at? I should be looking at no return. Maybe I should look at this text. Not that one. Where is that? Here. Okay. Okay, looks like 9 months ago, this whole document was refactored and there was a commit where both lines were added. So that seems to be a mistake, and that's okay. So what I wanted to do is 362 correct? It's actually added in 365, so that's a mystery. So I think this needs a ticket for someone to really look at it. What I will do is create an issue in bugs.python.org. I will link to this and we received a documentation bug report in docs mailing list. State the source. What's the title? The title is incorrect version added in info in typing no return. Did I type it right? No return. Yes, typing no return documentation. It looks like the doc currently says that typing no return was added in both 364 and 362. No, 364 and 352, right? 354 and 362. 62. Now I would mention that it appeared from this change that it was originally added in, what was it, 365. However, during a refactoring effort in this PR, I will point out, I would point to that commit so people can find out. The 354 and 362 info were added perhaps due to maybe someone was copy pasting. What I wanted to know is, I think it should be I think it should be changed into version added 365. Oh, I wanted to find out. Okay, like that, 365. However, I'm curious to know whether there are other parts in the doc where this info is wrong. Like maybe we cut and paste the info that's meant for some other section, like something that was added in 354 or 362. Like where was this coming from? So I think that's important to check as well, so perhaps there was other parts of the doc that was added in 354, but somehow we moved that to typing no return section. For now, I think we can just fix it by adding version added 365, and maybe someone else can look into other parts of the doc to see if the version info are correct. So I think this is an easy documentation change. I'm going to put documentation, needs patch, and I think this applies. Well, we're not going to fix it in 3.7. I'm not sure. I don't know. Those branches are in security fixes only, I think. Let's see, what else do I need to do here? Documentation. Okay, I think I'm going to add newcomer friendly and easy. Okay. Submit. Okay, now that I created the issue, I will reply to the mailing list and says, thanks for the report. The correct info should be added in version 365. I have created a ticket so that one can look into it and fix it. And the reason that I'm not fixing it myself, I think it's an opportunity for anyone who wants to get started contributing. It's an easy issue. I'll leave it to the aspiring contributors. I'll just review and merge it. I've marked it as easy and newcomer friendly for those looking for their first PR to make to CPython. Okay, 2 things addressed. The third thing is an issue in the Python developers guide. So I was trying so last night I was trying to start using GitHub Actions to run our CI in the DevGuide, and I noticed that we have a link check step in our CI, but it has been marked as allow failure, so it's been failing and we never noticed it. So what is the link check? It is one of the feature in Sphinx where it can go through all the URLs in your documentation and it will tell you whether the links are working or not. So as you can see here, some of the links are broken and therefore it's erroring out. So I thought, well, somebody gotta fix all of this. I think we have the link check CI. We should make it required. Like, why do we even have this if we're allowing to fail, right? So I created an issue saying let's fix all of these links, and I marked it as good first issue and help wanted, because I could probably spend time fixing it myself, but I think it's a good opportunity for other people who wants to contribute. So I'll just focus my energy on reviewing it later on if anybody made a PR. So I've reported it, and someone said they want to work on it. I said, go ahead. And they started looking into it, but they have some more questions. Like some links still seems to be broken and they don't know how to resolve this. So I thought, well, let's take a look what's going on here. I will start with the one that says website shows a 522 error. Let's go there. gmain.org is returning 522. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I tried to look into it. It looks like, I'll make this bigger. Looks like the correct URL is gmain.io now. And it's why is it not in the HTTPS? Do they have an HTTPS? Okay, it looks like, okay. Oh, sorry, make this bigger. Oh. Gmain.io. I don't know. I don't use this tool. So I could tell them that looks like move to excuse me, Gmain. No, that's not the right one. Gmain.io. Oops, excuse me. My phone rang. Gmain.io. So let's try to answer some questions. Okay. Let's see. This link doesn't work because the repo is made private or deleted. What is this link? Yes, this is, oh, okay, so the Python folders is a private repo. Whoops. I'm not, since it's private, I'm not going to, I shouldn't have opened it. Okay. Yes, that's a private repo that only core developers can see. So it looks like we will not be able to, we have to allow failure anyway. But yeah, I'm not sure what's a good way to do that. Like that means the link check will always be broken because it could not visit that website. Yes, the Python voters repo is a private, excuse me, that is available for Python core devs only. So it looks like we will think it will. I wonder if there's a way for link check, or for us to tell link check to ignore this link. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll ask. Ignore this specific URL. If not, that could be an interesting feature request to Sphinx, or yeah, I think to Sphinx. I'm not sure, to whoever maintains the link check tool. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, what is this? What is this? What? Okay, looks like they moved. I think they moved this tracker. I'll be interested to see what is this. I don't even recall. Line 241. Okay. What is that? I don't know. Index, go index. PSF. Okay, this is the meta tracker for the issue tracker. I believe issue tracker for the BPO. I believe this is now in bugs. No, in I believe it's here. Python bugs python.org. I think yes, this is the meta tracker. No, this is meta tracker for. Hold on. Where? Okay. This is the meta tracker for our instance of the roundup. But where is that now? Oh. I will see if anybody opened. It sounds familiar. Like, I think they, if I'm remembering, I think they moved their tracker to somewhere. I just trying to figure out where. Where is this? I. The BPO. Link to the meta tracker is broken. Okay, I think we've been discussing this before. Yes. No, this is not. I don't know. The tracker links to this site. I'm not sure. Okay. Should it be this? I really don't know. I'm going to point them to another issue. So yes, I also don't know what the correct URL is. It has been discussed previously in who should I ask? I think this is also not the right, because it's not bugspython.org. Is it here? Okay, that's broken too. I think this information is super outdated. Yeah, I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't know. Does anyone know where is the most where is the issue tracker for the tracker is? I thought that it's now being tracked at bugspython.org, but this is tracker. This is the issue tracker for our own instance of it. It sounds like there is another issue tracker just for Roundup, but I don't know where that is. Okay, all right, so let's look at the third one. Okay, what is, I'm not sure, is the okay, so it looks like there are two links pointing to these two URLs and they are now broken. It looks like PG Bovine, who runs this? Okay, Philip Guo. Okay. Maybe he changed the URL. No? PG Bovine. It looks like, did they change their domain? They have a new URL, they have a new website. Not sure. Okay, I'm not sure what happened. I've heard of Philip Kuo. I have never met him in person. Okay. All right. Those are Philip Kuo's websites. Seems like it's not active anymore. I'm not sure if they have another website now. Perhaps we can either remove the links or point to a different resource. Okay. However, okay. What I want to say is it seems like there are still errors in the link check, and we know why. Links are no longer there. I still would like to get him to create a PR, so at least we get most of the links fixed and we can address these other links at another time. So what should I say? Still, okay, I understand that there are still broken links. However, if you can just start opening the pull request with the fixes that you've made, that I think it would bring us to a better place. Already we can continue fixing the broken links later. Okay. Oh, I think there are some formatting error. Okay, I think I need to add blank lines so my comments don't look like quotes. Let's take a look. Yeah, okay. All right. So that's all I'm doing today. That's long. That's long. Yeah, I mean, in the end, I didn't write a lot of code. I just reviewed, and I hope it does give you some insight of what are the things we do as a maintainer, and and I think you'll realize that as a maintainer, at least for me, I try to leave the contributing to the contributors, like all the writing codes and all the writing PRs. I leave this to the contributor. I think it's a good opportunity for them. Reviewing and merging PRs are the things that I can do that the contributors cannot do. So I think my time is better spent reviewing and triaging. That's all. Anyway, just want to say thanks you all for watching. I do hope you learned something new, and if you do have any questions about this, just leave comments and I'll review them. And one of the reasons that I can continue contribute to open source is because I got a lot of moral support from you, and there are folks who are already sponsoring my work by becoming my GitHub sponsors. So if you would like to join in, and if you find values in my open source contributions, if you learn something new, if you like this video series, please do consider sponsoring me on GitHub. Thank you so much.